What's up, my people? Welcome, welcome. Live music, we miss it. That's Joshua Thompson on the saxophone. That's right, that's right, that's right. E aí, minha gente? Tudo bem? How are you? One day at a time. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. Dois. Let me know if you can't hear on the comments for some reason if you're having any technical difficulties. Beijo para vocês, abraço, a kiss in your soul, hug in your soul. If you're here for just a minute, if you're here for the whole hour, se você está aqui por minuto, pela hora inteira, bem-vindos. I'm Frederico7. Here in my house, aqui na minha casa, em Austin, Texas. That's right, I'm here in Austin. One day at a time, dia por vez, amigos que podem estar em México, em Brasil, aqui em Austin, here in the US, wherever you happen to be on planet Earth. A big hugs to you. Welcome to a little moment. Welcome to a little moment of time that we can share. So sounds like the volume was a little low in my mic. Hopefully now you can hear me a little bit better. Mas tudo bem, estamos aí. One day at a time, enjoying connection and resiliency. A gente vem juntos com a música, with music, building connection and resiliency. Many of us are missing live music in a moment. Muitos de nós estamos com falta da música ao vivo, eu sei. That was part of the reason that I've been on the internet looking for some videos of previous performances with some people that I love. Então, o primeiro vídeo, what I just played for you, was a song, not my song, that was a song by an artist called G Melo. G Melo is a beautiful Brazilian artist, so let's go to a moment of Brazilian music history. Por que não? Por que não? There is an artist from Brazil called G Melo, and maybe actually I think I have an image of G Melo here. Maybe I can even show you. But G Melo is an artist from the 1970s. Yes, he's an artist from the 1970s. Let's see, maybe you can see this image here in front of your screen. So yeah, that's G Melo. That's his latest record. It says here, ele voltou. He's back. He's back, ele voltou. Oh yeah, I see some comments here. Let's see. Volume is great. Oh, thank you so much. Boa noite, Anjanete. Boa noite. Hello, Adrian Joy. Boa noite. A kiss for all of you guys watching. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, so G Melo is a great artist, a funk artist from the late 70s. So you can look that kind of music if you like Brazilian funk. And that song that I was playing is called Quilario. Raiou o dia, chover na minha horta. Ai, ai, meu Deus do céu. Como eu sofria ao ver a natureza morta. How much I was suffering seeing nature dying around me. So it's a funk song that is crying and trying to harmonize with nature. So I love G Melo and I love Brazilian music from the 1970s. So I am going to recommend that you look for G Melo's music, as you can see here. And that song is a band that I had here in Austin, Macaxeira Funk. So anybody that love Macaxeira Funk, Joshua Thompson, Micah Shalom, Zumbi Richards, Mark Sustaita, Michael Longoria, and many others, Bruno Vainizoff, Rudy Canales, Brad Bradburn, Sergio, Frank Almendra. We played a lot of Brazilian music from the 1970s here in Austin, Texas, and we hope to play some more Brazilian music for you in Austin, Texas that fuses James Brown, that fuses Jimi Hendrix, that fuses all of those sounds with the Brazilian sounds, right? Tudo bem? Que bom ter vocês aqui for one moment that you're here, whether you're here for 1 minute or 1 second. I'm Freddy. I'm going to play some more music for you guys, and then very soon what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a Brazilian producer, Matt Duarte. Matt Duarte has some amazing experiences as a musician, as a Brazilian immigrant. traveling the world, playing music that has been connecting many people across the world in the last few months. There is some really cool music that he's been coming and redefining pop music on his own terms. Also navigating, like many of you watching right now, navigating the times of economic displacement and how, as musicians, how are we keeping it together? Como é que estamos, né? So, how are you doing? You know? So I have today. I got really good news today. So let me put it on the screen right now. Yay! Ta 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 do 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 dum 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 dum. Can you see? I got some really good news today. I am going to put my music, and now I see you here. Oh, look at me. That's weird. That's my graphic designers doing this right now. I have a whole team. Just kidding. But this, if you're in Austin, you know this organization, HAM, Health Alliance for All-Star Musicians. Basically, nós damos seguro de saúde e dinheiro para a saúde dos músicos, para que os músicos possam se tratar de várias situações médicas, né? So HAM is one of the most important organizations that we have in Austin, Texas. Hi, I can see you over this. And HAM Day happening September 15th. So it's a day that we are going to be coming together to raise funds for this very important organization for musicians. And if you see here, there is some amazing people playing, and I am very happy, honored to even have my name in this lineup. Wow, isn't this a big announcement? Whoa, I know, right? And I am there in the happy hour, so I'm gonna be playing during the happy hour of this event, and I'm gonna be sharing more news with you guys. So this is the happy hour time. And I did some acoustic videos, basically, to share with folks, and I'm gonna be playing one of them, just a little preview of what you're gonna hear during HAM Day. Esta canção, I'm going to play with you a song called Truth is Power, that I put it together especially to share with you guys during HAM Day. Here it goes. Oi, 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 yeah. Agora sim. Que bom que você veio, que bom que você retornou. Truth is power. I liberate myself. Now's the hour. In full bloom display of flower. I shall tire. Never gonna stay away for long. Falling towers. Getting stronger, my core self. Little boy's got nobody else. Stronger, my core self. Little girl, she's got nobody else. Você já pode vir pra casa. Você não tem que ter medo. Não, não, não. Não, não, não. Você não tem que ter medo, não. Truth is power. I liberate myself. Now's the hour. In full bloom display of flower. I shall tire. Never gonna go away for long. Falling power. Getting stronger inside myself. Little boy's got nobody else. Stronger. Little girl, she's got somebody else. Agora sim. Oh, 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 la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya. No No doubt you drown in joy infused by souls that brought you love and pain. Now walk back to yourself, through the roots of truth to set you free. No doubt you drown in love infused by souls that brought you joy and pain. Walk back to yourself, through the roots of truth to set you free. Truth is power. Liberate yourself, now's the hour. In full bloom display the flower, I shall tire. Never gonna go away for long, falling towers. Getting stronger in my core self. Little girl, she's got somebody else. Stronger in my core self. Little boy, he's got nobody else. Soul brought you joy and pain. Now walk back through yourself, through the roots of truth. Now you joy infused by souls that brought you joy and pain. Now walk back through yourself, through the roots of truth to set you free. Truth is power. Você já pode vir pra casa, você não tem que ter medo. Você já pode vir pra casa, você não tem que ter medo, não, não, não. Você já pode vir pra casa, você não tem que ter medo. Você não tem que ter medo, não, não, não. Você não tem que, não, não, não. Não terás medo, baby. E aí, gente? Tudo bem? Tudo certinho? Great to have you here. Sharing some music every Tuesday, às terças-feiras, com vocês. Terça-feira passada, last Tuesday, had a great conversation with Leyline, with Emily and Kate of Leyline, talking about resiliency, talking about the spirit of that band and their beautiful music. Next week, gonna have Cilantro Boombox, my friend Zumbi Richards, and I believe Felix. I hope Felix is gonna jump in. And today, as you can see, in just a few minutes, I'm going to be bringing Matt Duarte, Brazilian producer, creative, songwriter, someone that has been playing pop music in his own terms with lots of authenticity and just great work. So we're going to talk about a lot of things with Matt, because Matt was going to come for South by Southwest this year. This year I was going to host an event during South by Southwest. I usually host something, but this last year I was going to host an event called South Americano. South Americano, highlighting bands from the Americas, but with some connection to South and Central America, some connections to south of the border in general. And Matt was going to come, and everything was ready. And then we couldn't do South by Southwest. We couldn't do our festival. But we'll talk today. So now this is an opportunity to come to you and have connection. Essa aqui é uma oportunidade, né, de vir com vocês, ter uma conexão e apresentar o trabalho dele, de outros artistas. Como mencionado, na semana que vem, Well, I may as well show you, and then I'll show you later. But next week, chun chun. And next week we are going to have Cilantro Boombox, Felix, looking tough, Felix Pacheco, and Zumbi Richards. And I know Zumbi for many, many years. So we are going to be talking about next week Cilantro Boombox new song, new single, Wahoo. Why Wahoo? What is the Wahoo feeling? So that's next Tuesday. So it's just been a great pleasure to come to you and to have these conversations with different people. Like I'm going to be having in just a moment, I'm going to be having this conversation with Matt Duarte. We're going to hear some of his music, including today we're going to hear his song Time and Place. We are also, I believe, going to hear his song Friend 6. So I'm looking forward to that. Just a great time. Eu quero agradecer. I want to thank. There is a new cultural center being born. So I want to help them out a little bit. I want to give it a shout to Cultura Brasil Austin. There is a new cultural center being born in Austin. So they were hoping to go live this year, but with COVID, they're starting to have cooking classes, classes for kids about Brazilian culture. And next year, hopefully, we'll have a Brazilian music festival. I'll be able to bring live music to you. But I want you to know, se você está aqui em Austin, e você quer se envolver na cultura brasileira, if you want to get involved in Brazilian culture in Austin, there is a new cultural center being born. Reach out to them. Você pode encontrá-los, okay? So that was for you guys to know. Before I bring Matt here, em momento, eu vou tocar um pouquinho de música. I'm gonna play... Since we are all missing live music, nós queremos muito a música ao vivo. Vou tocar... a minha banda, Frederico7, are gonna play a clip for you guys of my band playing live back in 2019, uma canção que talvez vocês reconheçam. So here it goes. Enjoy some live music with you to reminisce, right? 9 out of 10. And thank you for Ann Beckett for the videography. Nine out of 10 stars aqui com Pete Powers on the drums. We got Bruno Weidzoff on the congas. Siriaco on the bass. And the amazing Sergio Yazbek on the guitar. Sergio of Cidade Negra. Eba! That was a cold day. Eba! Yeah, we are missing live music. That's right. Tudo bem, gente? Maravilha. Beijão a todos no Paraná assistindo. Legal, legal. Obrigado. We're going to be bringing here Matt for a conversation in just a minute. É isso aí, minha gente. Maravilha, maravilha. E aí, tudo bem? Tudo bem? Muito bom ter um momento de to remember what live music felt like, right? So that was the band that we played together for a year and a half to 2 years, you know, Frederico7 with the honor, que honra de ter o Bruno Weidzoff on the congas, Pete Powers on the drums, Siriaco on the bass, Alan Uribe, and Sergio Yazbek. Fala aí, Sergião, tudo bem? Querido Sérgio of Cidade Negra fame, and what a great guitar player, and bom momento, né, de compartilhar essa música. A lot of what I have been doing over the years have been planting the seeds of this Brazilian music here in the heart of Texas, aqui em Austin, which is a very musical city, uma cidade muito musical. E claro, né, com a esperança, né, with the hope to keep sharing that music and the fusions of what in music is possible. So that's part of the reason that I'm very happy to have the person that I have here today because he really understands 100% what it is to be playing with the different elements and styles of Brazilian music and American music and putting them together and to make something unique. So, obrigado por estar aqui, querido. I'm gonna share with you guys my friend, a producer, live from Florida right now, Matt Duarte. Hi, Matt. How you doing, man? Como está?
Hey,
Tudo
okay,
bem?
how's it going? It's a pleasure to be here.
Hey, man, it's great to be here, man.
Prazer estar aqui, com certeza.
Ah, que maravilha. Deixa eu ver aqui, eu tô...
Bem-vindo ao meu estúdio, inclusive. Tá uma zona, mas seja bem-vindo.
Ah, estamos em casa.
Literalmente.
Então, eu não sei, você... não sei se eu tenho uma coisa no áudio, você escuta uma interferência ou
Escuta.
não? Ok, então
Mas
deixa eu fazer uma coisa rapidinho aqui.
Tá ok.
Vamos...
Se ficar a música de arrumar coisa, quer ver? Vamos lá.
Olha aí! Maravilha! Um, dois, teste. Ainda. Um, dois. Eu te escuto, beleza.
E aí, beleza?
Sim.
Então vamos lá. Peraí, deixa eu encostar a viola. Pois não.
Maravilha.
E aí, meu querido?
Olha, ainda está com uma interferência, né? Eu acabei de tirar. So for you guys watching here, thank you for your patience. I'm going to try a second thing here with the audio. Just a moment. Let's see if this works. Alô, um, dois. One, two. Agora eu estou começando. Não sei se talvez o...
Tá rolando ruído, cara.
Agora eu estou no meu telefone agora.
Mas, ó, tudo compreensível. Geração, pandemia, é isso aí. Everybody's used to some issues like those nowadays, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's better now. So, Matt, thank you so much for being here. Muito obrigado, cara. Saúde. Cheers for you. And I was in the beginning of this year, we were talking about you coming to South by Southwest. We were very excited, a gente estava muito contente. E daí não rolou, né? Não rolou. Então...
Pois não, pode ir.
Não, então assim, eu queria assim, desde aquele tempo, né, tanta coisa rolou e como músicos, né, eu queria começar hoje, né, na maneira que eu começo as entrevistas, às vezes, com a pergunta, como que você está hoje, today?
Ok, você quer em português ou em inglês? Vamos lá. Tá me ouvindo?
Sim.
Ok, português ou inglês, para começar?
Como você você quiser. No, how are you feeling today, man? Como é que está hoje?
Today, I can tell you I'm way better than before, than I'd say 3 months ago, because when it hit us, it was really hard. It was really hard. I remember that week, the week in which we found out that, for example, that South by Southwest was canceled. I remember I was about to make a decision about it. Like I was discussing with my wife, like, hey, okay, are we going? Are we not going? Because it was a big deal for us. We decided to make that our first trip as a couple in like 9 years.
Wow.
Like just the two of us. So it would be a great, like a huge situation. I would be in Austin, Texas, which is like during South by Southwest, which is something I've been hoping, you know, of doing like for so many years. Actually, I've been following the festival since 2011, I guess. You know, like, and I always wanted to be there. And then there was the whole situation going, and the trip, and then all the plans I made, musical plans I made since last year. Like I had everything planned for the first time in my life, I'd say. And then bang. It was crazy, you know?
Yes.
Eu falei muito inglês agora.
Não. Eu estava falando, né, com o Matt aqui que nós estávamos planejando os eventos aqui em Austin, no South by Southwest, em março. A coisa não rolou ia ser muito especial para você, né? Você estava vindo com...
Demais. Foi um plano gigantesco mesmo que a gente tinha com relação a essa viagem. E bom, eu tenho trabalhado aqui, lançado material como músico, como meu material original próprio, eu tenho lançado ele na internet apenas. Então, foram pouquíssimas as vezes em que eu realmente fiz um show dessas minhas músicas em inglês, entende? Desde que eu comecei a lançar esse material. Então, os shows todos que eu fiz, a maioria foram solo, né? Eu e meu violão. Porém, no final do ano passado, em dezembro, eu fiz um show em que eu coloquei uma banda junto. Eu peguei mais 2 caras, fizemos um show que foi animal, fiquei muito feliz. E eu fiquei tão feliz que eu achei que seria bem legal fazer muitos planos para 2020. E como todo mundo sabe... para começar, o South by Southwest. Quando eu vi que o South by Southwest foi cancelado, falei, não, agora desandou. Porque o tamanho do evento, cara. Então, né? O que eu vou te falar, né, bicho? Afetou muita gente.
Yeah, that was the first thing that we were like, okay, this is a big thing. This is gonna affect us. And then you had to change and do things differently since. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Eu não sei, Matt, eu não sei se você tem um headphone, talvez? Eu não sei se...
Deixa eu providenciar.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if maybe there would be...
Olha, eu vou te falar que eu ouço ruído toda vez que você fala.
Eu sei. 1, 2. So it's funny because I was... Let me try on my computer then again. I don't know... Yeah, if you're watching here, thank you for your patience, guys. I'm just trying to get... We are trying to get this audio.
I got headphones. I got my headphones.
One, two, three, four. No, and you're right. It's probably... hello, guys. Thank you for your patience, for hanging out here with us.
Opa.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tá melhor?
Tá melhor. Eu vi tipo uns 2.
Ok.
Antes tinha uns 8 ou 9.
Ok, so I think we are a little bit better. Vamos, se tá melhorzinho, vamos que vamos.
Vamos que vamos.
Querido Matt, you talk to me a little bit about your background in music. How did you fall in love with music? Como que você se apaixonou com a música?
That was very early. Foi bem cedo mesmo. Bom, eu dei a sorte de nascer numa casa em que tinha uma mãe, uma mãe que tinha uma coleção gigantesca de LPs. Para começar. Então, ela era uma ávida colecionadora de música desde os anos 70, de quando ela era jovem e tudo mais. Então, quando eu nasci, já tinha muito Pink Floyd, muito Beatles, e muito Caetano e de Gil, Tropicália em geral, né? Muito Djavan, eu lembro de muito Djavan, eu bem pequeno, você está entendendo? Então, tinha muita música diferente tocando, especialmente na casa da minha mãe, que são separados meus pais, né? Meu pai, fã de música clássica e Pink Floyd.
Uau!
Ele só ouvia isso, cara. Até hoje, eu acho que se eu for na casa dele, ele vai estar ouvindo isso. Então, eram essas duas coisas. Um mix de música na casa da minha mãe e na casa do meu pai era mais específico. Minha mãe, quando eu tinha 8 anos, me apresentou o Led Zeppelin. Aí eu falei, eu quero uma guitarra. E aí foi por aí. Então, na verdade, aí foi aquela coisa, né? Os pais nunca sabem até quão sério você é a respeito de uma coisa até que você começa a desenvolver. Então, em 96 foi que eu comecei a realmente trabalhar com música. Eu estava com 17 anos.
Okay, so I'm gonna say in English just really briefly, sure. If you're tuning in, hi, thank you for tuning in. This is Matt Duarte. We got the audio set up right, and Matt was just saying part of the process of him falling in love with music was your mom had an extensive record collection.
Yeah.
And your dad loved classical music and Pink Floyd, and very early on you were in that world, right? And yeah, so that's beautiful. And then you heard Led Zeppelin, and you told mom or dad, you told everyone. You told mom. Você falou para sua mãe, eu quero uma guitarra.
Yeah, that was exactly what happened, and then. And then it took me a few years to prove how serious I was about music. And then, it got to a point in which there was a band. And first it was that, sorry, can I say a bad word here? No, that crappy band. That's good. That's good like that. Okay. Yeah, I thought about the other word, but it's okay. First there was that crappy band, all friends and stuff, but then some situation came up, and then I ended up playing the bass for a band, and I was a bassist for a while. But I wasn't a bassist before. That's funny. Like I always, like growing up, I was always that annoying person with an acoustic guitar, and playing and singing all the time, and then in the middle of parties, and I was that guy.
And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden you're playing bass here.
Yeah.
Right. So how old are you here?
No, that picture was last year, I guess.
Oh, so that mais recente.
Yeah, that's Disney. That's Disney.
Okay, so we'll talk more, but here's you playing the bass, so that has given you some gigs later on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a funny thing. Like I always say that from time to time I become a bass player again. That's what happens to my life. And then after I was playing the bass consistently from 96 until 98. And then I formed a band back in Foz do Iguaçu, which is on the border with Paraguay and Argentina.
Okay.
And the name of the band is kind of, some people are going to freak out a bit, but let's go. I'm going to use the words. Poronga Joke.
Poronga Joke.
Yeah. And, poronga is it's not a very good word. And back in Argentina, people would be like, what? Like, what? Did you know what that is? Like, sabes o que poronga, che? Well, então, tá ok. Então, eu contei agora que eu comecei em 96.
Em 96, Poronga Joke, da Foz do Iguaçu.
Foz do Iguaçu. And then we started playing it a lot in Argentina and around, like, a big chunk of the state of Paraná. We were
Nice.
always traveling every week. At the end, it was like 4 nights a week for sure. And so we released music. There's some songs that are still very popular over there. And then what happened was that I needed to move on because I felt like I wanted to experience more, you know? And then as soon as I left the city, I ended up being invited to move to New York. And so I was working there with a Brazilian artist. She's a singer, a fantastic
Nice.
singer-songwriter. Her name is Ria Valente.
Ria
And
Valente.
Ria, Rea. Em São Paulo, agora eles chamam ela de Rea.
Rea. Aí
Rea.
Rea Valente.
Rea. Porque
Rea.
Ria, Reah, Reah. And I was working with her when she introduced me to my wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back in 2007. And then we moved back to Brazil, back to my city, now Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. We lived there for a year. Then we moved to Curitiba, which is her city, where I started working full-time in a studio as a music producer. And that's what I was doing until I moved here in 2015.
I see. So you kind of had being this no teu passado. Eu vou falar um pouco em português, because I love to mix it up. Você tinha essa relação com o sul do Brasil, Minas Gerais, mas daí também Foz do Iguaçu e tocando pela Argentina, e daí uma oportunidade de trabalhar em Nova York, e daí quase um ping-pong, né? Você vai para Nova York, trabalha lá, conhece a sua esposa, you get to know your wife, and then you guys come back to Brazil and back to the south of Brazil in Curitiba, né? And then for those, if you're watching and not familiar with the south of Brazil, this is a great opportunity. When we go back to normal days, you can look out and do travel to the south of Brazil. Very beautiful, e também a Minas Gerais. So then you guys,
Cataratas.
As Cataratas do Iguaçu, that's uma das maravilhas do mundo, né?
Yeah, one of the world's wonders, something like that, right? Yeah, like it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's just great that to be able culturalmente, aquela coisa Argentina, Brasil, Paraguai, there is a lot happening na história naquela zona, né? And then, daí você volta para Curitiba, you get to know your wife, and then what happened as you're doing that? In Curitiba, did you get to play with bands there? Or?
Yes. I released an album there. Actually, it was a solo album, but then I made it a band, so it was Match.
Okay.
And then it was a trio. We have some stuff online. We have like a pretty nice video, by the way, a music video. It was released in 2011, the year my daughter was born, by the way. And it's very interesting because I just recently, and very recently, I'm talking about last week, I actually I don't know, like it was crazy because I rediscovered some stuff, some musical stuff from my past when I started posting videos of myself playing those old songs, like original songs. And then those people from Foz do Iguaçu and all that area started really interacting with me, and it was outstanding. And then I went back to my YouTube channel, and I saw some comments on that video just mentioned. The name is Planos. And those comments were so inspiring. Like some people really connected with that song in that video back in the day.
Wow.
And I'm talking about almost 10 years ago. And the messages I've read just last week, seriously, they touched me, deeply. And, people telling stories for real, like, oh my gosh, I finally found this song. This song reminds me of this time. There was a guy in specifically, like, he's saying, like, this reminds me of when my grandpa passed, and then I was taking care of my grandma. I couldn't sleep at night, and that song helped me. Oh my gosh. Woo.
That is the power
Yeah.
of music. There is the power of connection, right? And it's a gift to receive that on as the songwriter as well, right?
Yeah.
É um presente para você receber isso depois desse tempo. And now we know, like, a lot of things we were talking before here. Like, there are some things that we are doing now that we would not be doing if we hadn't stopped, for better or for worse. So how has it been, like here in my case, right? On Tuesdays, as terças-feiras, I decided to have connection with people and have this conversation with you, and then we can uplift each other. So that's one of the ways that I'm trying to build connection. And how has it been for you? And what are and I see, like, just the fact that you were looking at that video, maybe you wouldn't be looking at that if we were not here sitting around it,
Yeah,
so
sure.
talk to me a little bit. What has been this journey for you? First, maybe in the first months, and musically too. How is your music being affected by your creativity? We know that we are poor and we don't have money in our bank accounts now as musicians. But how has the other side
been affected? First of all, I gotta mention that what you're doing with your time is something amazing. And congratulations! Like, I find everything you do freaking fantastic, and this program, this show here, it's just a great idea. Congratulations! Thank you again for having me. Well, what I've been doing. First, I freaked out. I lost my mind. I didn't know what to do, and it was awful for 2 weeks, right? Like a lot of people. And then I remember a friend of mine, he sent me a song. Hey, take a listen. And it was something that I love messing around with, which is Afrobeat. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was so inspired. Really, like, I got into that thing, and then I started playing it around and then trying stuff. And then I came out with a song, which is Time and Place, which basically is about the fact that, hey, you know what? We're here, all stuck. Everybody's inside of their houses. But since there's nothing you can do about it, maybe you can do that thing you always wanted to do, but you never had the time.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the time and place for you to move on and do your thing, that thing, the one you always say you dream about, And to me, that was extremely exciting and inspiring. I really needed that. So I found out right after that I needed to be always creating something, otherwise I would fall. Because that's exactly what happened, like, in the following week after releasing the song and the video. Like, I was so excited, and then meltdown.
Yeah.
And then it took me, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks to start thinking about music again and, like, doing something about, musical. Otherwise, I was, I don't know, like, trying to figure out, trying to absorb information, read. I was checking whatever was available because we were really stuck inside of the house. And after a while, I ended up finding out that back then, when I wrote that first song, I was like, you know what? This is the time and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But that time was too long. And then we were just missing, like, contact with people.
Yeah.
Like, you're texting your friend, and then you want to see your friend. You want to have a beer with your friend. Those things. And then I wrote another song, Friendsick. Because that's exactly what we were feeling. We were friendsick. We were not homesick anymore.
That is correct. So let's hold that thought right there, and let's. I want to share. Let's hear the tune. I got it right here. Let's hear Frantic, and then we can talk about it. Here it goes. I think.
My friends are frantic. My neighbors seem so
Yeah.
far. We're in this together. You know we'll figure it out.
I love this groove.
But in the meantime, I miss you. Stay home, stay home. Take care. Soon this will be gone, my friend. I ain't going nowhere. My friends in Brazil don't even seem that far away from me. We're all together, but nobody's hanging out. But in the meantime, I miss you. Stay home, stay home. Take care. Soon this will be gone, my friend. I ain't going nowhere. My friends in Brazil don't even seem that far away from me. We're all together, but nobody's hanging out. And in the meantime, I miss you. Stay home, stay home. Take care. Soon this will be gone, my friend. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I love the vibe, and I love the production as well, and just so many things.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You love
and
for share.
oh my God, I do. So let's talk about it all. So if and a lot of folks, if you're stumbling here in this interview later on after the fact, hello, we just heard a beautiful song by my friend Matt here, Duarte. So yes, at first hand, okay, it's a rock song, cool, it's a groovy tune, but there is some elements there, like you're saying, a Brazilian backbeat. There is this afoxé bell. So how does it work for you as a creative, como alguém que cria música? How does it work, this process of blending these influences whenever you start to have an idea? Because you're bringing, you're blending your own pop, so you're creating your own blend of pop. So how does it work for you? Where are you getting your creativity for a song like this, for example?
Well, it varies so much. I think there's no same thing two times. Like for example, that song, I have that riff for the guitar to get to catch. I have that for about 2 years.
I see.
I forgot about that because I tried many things for that, and then one day I tried. I always wanted something that was like pulsing on top of it, but not just a kick pulsing on top of it.
Yeah.
I wrote a whole song. I had a whole song with that riff, based on that riff, which was like a different intention, a different rhythm, different everything, and I just threw in the trash can.
Oh,
Because he wasn't there. And then one day I'm listening to music here, some Afro music, those Afro pops that nowadays you can find on Spotify, and it's just stupendous. And then there was one beat that reminded me of Afoxé, and I was like, oh my gosh, Afoxé.
yeah. Let's go
I
to
never tried
Bahia. Let's go to
Afoxé.
Brazil as a backbone for this song.
And then it was just like I just put it there, like I put the beat together, and then I just listened to the riff on top of it, and it was like, to me, felt like it was perfect. And
Like
then
it came together.
it was right when I was, in that moment, I was realizing that we were all like missing people, and like again, music saving me because I was focused on music. Then it brought me back, and then I was able to turn that pain or whatever that was into music, into something, into lyrics.
Yeah.
It's always like that. Always like that. That's a filter.
No, it's a beautiful thing to have in our lives,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Uh, you're a man, a human of many talents in the music world. I see you as sometimes some of the throughout the few years. So we got introduced to my brother Peter. So Peter probably will watch this sometime. So hey Peter,
Hey,
tá aqui?
Peter.
Tudo bem? Peter Guide. We are sending giving you a shout here, Peter. And that's right. And as a producer in both worlds, when you came to the United States as with your idea of pop and your idea of loving Led Zeppelin, loving this music, and then arriving here did you came with your wife later on to the US? Did you guys go to Florida at first,
Yeah.
or to Orlando? So yeah, how has it been? Talk to me about the music scene a little bit and around that area. Talk to me about being a Brazilian creative in general, over the last few years.
Yeah, like the scene here is very interesting because there's like if you're a giggy musician, this is a great place to be because the whole thing about entertainment here is very strong. So even the way I play here, the way I perform here, the length of the gigs, everything about that is different here. That's how I feel. Like I came from a reality. The reality in Brazil is completely different. You know that. And like as a Brazilian musician, okay, I'm a musician. What do? I do whatever during the day, but then at night, very late at night, I have my gigs, and then I start playing at least at midnight, sometimes 1 in the morning, and then you go back home. The sun is already rising, or starting at least.
Yeah.
And then you gotta do something about your day the next morning because like you're tired. And just to start, it's a different lifestyle, right? It's crazy. But here, like you have all the you have all the opportunities to perform music and make a living out of music as a normal worker in a certain way. It's the closest thing to a normal, regular worker that I've ever got through music. And here in Orlando, there's always those things like there's Disney there, there's Universal, there's the events, there's always something going on. So it's a matter of you getting like accustomed to the local reality and connecting.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
pretty much everything is like that, but I just feel like it's a different scene than anything I was accustomed to.
Yes, and now that that scene has, in terms of the bigger events, have come to a halt, I wonder if has that given you. I mean, now I know I've seen you putting, having the chance to put music out, and even and even beforehand, like right, you're coming to South by Southwest to share. You know, we're gonna have you here as an artist, and I hope that we can do it in the future. I hope that sometime, it may be 2022 or something, that sometime. I have a feeling that sometime in 2021 we'll begin to get the wheels moving again, and as everybody, I mean, full normalcy. I don't know, I do know of certain festivals, big festivals are starting to plan things for the fall of 2021. That's what in terms of, I think right now Austin City Limits, I heard around the grapevine that they're for the fall of 2021. We are, I think it's going to be feasible to have that amount of human beings together and packed in a place and ready to listen to music. In the meantime, it has given me energy, has given me strength to see people like you that are releasing original music and having people connect with it. And do you have in the next 6 months to a year, when you think of your creativity, your studio, your songwriting, are there things that are coming to your mind that you may want to be doing?
Oh, for sure. Like what I've been actually considering is that I had many plans for 2020. Okay. For now, I'm thinking of just postponing those plans, and moving them to the next year. If the next year doesn't come, keep moving it forward, because that's the least I can do. And also, I truly believe that the music I make and the music I'm going to keep making deserves a certain work, deserves to be played out, deserves to be performed live. Because for a long time I was actually, I'm doing this thing here, so I'm gonna just be releasing music, because at least whenever I die, it's there.
Yeah, you have
last year what I found out was, no, this has to end. I have to go out and play my music. So I made ginormous plans, and like this year it started with me and a partner of mine, like a fantastic musician, by the way, Will Nakar, Brazilian guy, by the way, amazing, outstanding musician, music producer as well. And we went together to NAMM back in LA, and it was a blast. And I was like, okay, we just opened. Oh,
all right, so let's talk.
Oh.
So let's talk. So you went to NAMM, right? So talk to me about that. What's happening here? Was this during NAMM? And
oh my gosh, that was
if
NAMM.
And if you don't know who this person standing with you is, can you talk to us about who that person is, and what's this moment like for you?
Oh my gosh, that moment, like my heart was about to come out of my mouth, pretty much. Like, this is Mr. Eddie Kramer. Okay, this is the guy responsible for Jimi Hendrix's sound. He also recorded the Beatles on a few occasions and recorded Led Zeppelin many times. Like, he has pictures of it. He was showing pictures of it in the big screen. Like Led Zeppelin during the recordings of Dancing Days, for example.
Wow.
Third album. And then they're dancing to the sound of that song because they were just listening to it for the first time, and telling jokes they were telling them those moments. It's amazing. That guy is one of my, I don't know, If there's one guy I look up to, that's the one.
He is one of the heroes.
One of my heroes, yes. And I use his plugins all the time. He has a line of plugins from Waves plugins, like his signature. I use them all the time.
That is amazing. So yes, no, I do that. I love to do that with my friends when I bring in. I am a spy. I go into your Instagram and
I can see that.
So great. So and then going to NAMM and meeting the people of this caliber kind of put a little bit of fire.
Oh my gosh, I was on fire in January, February. I was like, oh my gosh, next month we're going. Oh,
was this this is way beforehand, or was this?
Before.
This was way before. Okay,
yeah, 2017, I guess. Yeah, it was 2017. It was like we were shooting 2 music videos the same day.
Nice.
So actually, we spent like 5 hours shooting the first one, and then the second one took us like half an hour. Not even that, 20 minutes. Like it was like one take, one shot, and that one got ready and it was released 2 weeks later. It's a beautiful piece of art by that guy, the Asian guy over there, Fernando Hideki.
Fernando Hideki.
Is genius.
Oh, all right. Now I'm gonna have and actually I'm gonna
the song is called Something. Okay, the song is called Something
by Matt Duarte, and you can see your website right now. And so people can connect with you, whether you just tune in this moment, whether you're tuning in later on. I know I got off track but so you were feeling on fire in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You did NAMM. You're coming out to play your songs live. You had South by Southwest, booked, and now now you're telling me you're kind of going with the flow. You have plans, but you are if I hear you correctly, you are being okay with flexibility and with bending. Is that okay or not really?
It's not. I'm not that okay about it because it brings suffering, right? But I'm dealing with it. Like I'm doing therapy for that. And then, but my point is, I have a plan. This plan is a package. I'm not going to open up the package and start like breaking things apart. No, it's a package. I want that whole thing. I see. If it's not going to happen, it's not happening now because there's no world. There's no reality. Like we're in this twilight, everything is weird.
And for live music, yeah.
I'm moving that whole package, forward until it fits. Yeah, that's it. I want the whole thing. And I'm not saying, I want to become a superstar and stuff. I don't even know if that thing still exists. Like unless you're like Bruno Mars, but no intention.
Hey, if it happens,
you know what I mean?
It's a.
I'm more like Wolfpack, Wolfpack.
Yeah,
those guys are so cool. And
oh my God! Yes.
If I ask my neighbor here, he has no idea. Like what?
Yes.
But the guy just got the Madison Square Garden backed.
Yes. The word comes to mind is a slick MF. No, it's yes. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm more like I'm more about something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I love it, man. I really do. And I seriously, I like your, these 2 songs, and just in general, I really like your taste. I look forward to. I have some songs I look forward to. Maybe we could do something together. Maybe I could throw something at you, and you could do whatever you want to do with it, and then so there will be a lot of. Yeah, exactly. Let's collaborate and put some music together. Yeah, I'm not just talking. Yeah, I'm talking live. There is, now it's, now I have to follow. I have to
Follow up,
follow,
yeah. You
follow
gotta
up
follow
with
up
you.
now. It's done, man. You
Hmm.
just signed a contract right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, so I have 3 months to send a song to you.
Exactly. Let me just bring something up here. I'm just about to finish a new song.
Talk to us about it.
And well, it's like one thing I've been doing like through the years now. It's getting some stuff I made in Brazil, like a song I made in Brazil. I liked the riff, but it wasn't like I didn't really use that song enough. I know it can do it. It can bring more, so I redid the song. So actually, only used one element of the song and reconstruct everything on top of it. But then I ended up inviting a friend of mine who writes fantastically and easily. It's amazing how easily
Beautiful.
he does it. And then I invited him because he was like, "Hey man, if you ever get stuck in a song, let me know. I can write something." I said, "Oh, so take this, take it." And in about 2 hours,
He was like,
ridiculous. And then the song is pretty much done. I'm mixing it right now. And
nice.
I'm taking some. Oh, by the way, okay. Since we're talking about this, the drums, like normally I program my drums.
I see.
But this is the second time I use a real drummer. First time I used, it was a friend of mine from here, amazing Brazilian drummer. His name is Tom Silva.
Tom Silva.
But he couldn't this time. He was too busy. And then I got in touch with my partner from the studio back in Brazil. And I got in touch as well with my favorite drummer. Like I tracked that. I recorded that guy many times on that same studio. And then I got in touch with him and say, "Hey, how about that? Blah blah." They both said okay. We recorded it like, when was it? It was Friday. But the thing is, technology is amazing, right?
Yeah. Look at us now.
Right? But my friend Vinicius, Vinicius Bragagnolo from Nico's studio in Curitiba.
Maravilha.
He sent me a link. And then I clicked. He sent me a link. I click on that link, and then what I'm listening through my speakers is exactly his mix coming out of his Pro Tools. So it was just as if I was there.
Nice.
Impressive. And then we were like talking through Zoom while I was listening to everything. So Matt, how about this here? Bah, bah, boom, boom. I was hearing everything perfectly through my speakers. So I'm so happy about that. I'm sorry. I don't even know.
No. I think you actually is right on point with what I like to talk about here, which is the collaboration and the opportunities to collaborate that sometimes we were not thinking about it. We are all todos nós, all of us, todos nós estamos com sentimento de perda de alguma coisa. Now, all of us have this grieving of something, Yeah. Sometimes big things, sometimes small things, but I feel that there are so many people no Brasil, na Europa, nos Estados Unidos, aqui, e é legal escutar como mesmo durante essa tempestade, a gente está encontrando maneiras de conectar. Então, aí você está conectando com um baterista do caramba, you're connecting with an amazing Brazilian drummer and other people, not just around your state, but then in Brazil. And I think it's just a reminder that because, some days suck, alguns dias são muito difíceis, mas tem coisas, né? There are things to get us through that. A criatividade ainda pode nos ajudar, e também trabalhando juntos, né? E connecting, making these connections,
Agora, tem uma coisa que a gente tem que falar sobre a quarentena e toda a pandemia e tudo mais. É o efeito que ela tem tido nas famílias. Porque uma coisa que eu tô vendo, por exemplo, uma coisa que eu tô vivenciando aqui em casa.
And that is, I didn't want to show any pictures of your family without your permission, but I think I thought that this picture was in your Instagram, and it's just a good one because it's a kind of a private one. So I hope you're okay. But yeah, let's talk about family for a moment. Yeah, and as a musician and so forth.
My girls, they are my foundation. That's pretty much what it is. Like, and I'd say like the whole quarantine thing is like, for a while everybody was tense, super tense, but then it gets to that point in which you just miss everybody, and then you pass to the next phase, I guess, which is like, hey, this is what we got, so let's get stronger, and then at least this is what's happening to us here. And then we've been discovering the lake. We have so many lakes around here. So what were we doing? We paddleboard now.
Oh, look at that.
As a family, we go walk around. We go, outside. We see nature. We walk the dog together as a family. You ride the bike. You got to do something. And what that does is it's strengthening the family, and which is my foundation. If my family crumbles, I'm nothing. That's it. I only can do music properly because my family is okay. Otherwise, I couldn't.
That's right. No, that is right, man. Yeah. And with that, man, I am going to eu vou dizer para você, não, not a goodbye, but é mais um convite aberto, né? I like to end these sessions with an open invitation, because as we move forward here in Austin, there's some groups of music that, as you release music, I will be sharing your music with the Austin people. So, então, obrigado. Quando você tiver as canções novas, me manda aí por e-mail e tal.
Com certeza.
Nós temos alguns grupos aqui de pessoas que gostam de música, so that we can at least have a few people in Austin, connect with you, so that when you come to Austin, because I still want to bring people and friends to play here, so so we have more connection with you. E nós vamos escutar, we're going to listen to a song que eu gostei muito até agora, assim, eu escutei 3 vezes hoje, que eu tava fazendo meu research no Matt, então, deixa eu fazer aqui meu trabalho de entrevistador aqui.
Ótimo trabalho, a propósito.
Obrigado. Não, é legal, exato, jornalismo.
Tá certo, tem que fazer mesmo.
Mas, e daí depois, claro, eu te passo os links e tudo mais, mas nós vamos escutar uma canção, so we're gonna listen to the song before we say goodbye, Matt. It's called Time and Place. Talk to us a little bit about that song. Fala com a gente antes, before we listen to it. Como é que é? Qual que é a onda dessa canção?
Então, essa é aquela música que eu comentei, que foi logo no começo da quarentena. Tipo, eu passei 2 semanas no fundo do poço, e aí um amigo meu mandou uma música para mim, e era um Afrobeat. Eu não lembro quem que era que ele mandou, cara. Eu não lembro.
We love Afrobeat. We love Afrobeat.
Cara, e aí, não? E aí eu fiquei grudado naquele negócio, e aí, trouxe um monte de lembrança, né? Aí eu comecei a afundar naquele astral ali e decidi não, na hora que eu vi, eu tava tocando um negócio em cima de uma batida, e uma coisa levou a outra, e aí eu montei a música, e aí a letra da música fala sobre o momento mesmo, que é aquela história de que, olha, o mundo parou, a porta tá fechada, ninguém vai lá fora, ninguém sabe o que é seguro, o que não é, porque no momento era o que estava acontecendo. Então parecia que a gente estava numa nave, né? Uma nave espacial, cada um dentro da sua nave, você não tem roupa de astronauta para ir lá fora. Então eu escrevi basicamente sobre o fato de que, bom, agora, então, você tem tempo para fazer aquele negócio que você queria fazer, que você nunca fez, porque você não tinha tempo. Esse é o The Time and Place, né, o momento, a hora e o lugar.
The time is here, the place is now. Yeah.
This is the time and place.
This is a time and the place, and is a testament, my friend, that great art and great music can always come during difficult times. Matt, obrigado pelo seu tempo hoje. Thank you for your time today.
Agradeço muito.
E para todo mundo que, if you just join us today, right now, this is Matt Duarte. We're going to listen to his song Time and Place. Earlier we heard his song Friend Sick. E para os amigos no Brasil, amigos em México, esse aqui é o produtor Matt Duarte. Um saludo, um abraço a todos. Please connect with him on his website. And as we keep this thing going this year, we'll hear more from you. Meu querido amigo, I owe you a song. Now I have 3 months to send you a song para a gente colaborar, ok?
De verdade isso aí, cara. Tô botando fé.
É isso.
Internet. Amigos da internet. Comunidade.
Breaking news. Aqui hoje, dia 1º de setembro.
É isso aí, nunca se esqueça.
Matt Duarte e Frederico7 vão colaborar numa canção, tá vindo.
Maravilha.
Queridão, abraço para você, para sua família, and I'll see you next time. I'll have you back here sometime, and here is time and place.
Thank you so much.
Um abração.
Abraço.
Doors are shut, tomorrow's such a question mark. So far nobody has the answer. The world is stuck, the only way we can survive. Perhaps we need another standard. On the flip side, you never had the time to do your thing. You're always chasing someone else's dreams. The game is fast for everybody else. Seems like this is your chance to do you. Time and place, yeah. Get it together, yeah. This is the time and place, yeah. Get it together. The world is stuck and yet nobody's giving up. No one knows how to use the spare time. It's not just you. Don't be scared by what you see in the news. No one's trying to kill your dreams for nothing at all. Did you hear the answer's got it too? Seems like this is your chance to be you. This is the time and place. Yeah. Get it together. This is the time and place. Yeah. Get it together. This is the time and place. Yeah. Get it together. This is the time and place. Yeah. Get it together.
Thank you so much for watching. Stay home, stay safe.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, that was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Muito obrigado uma vez mais, Matt Duarte, mattduarte.com.com aqui. You can check his music out. Obrigado vocês por estar aqui fazendo companhia com a gente, criando conexões, creating connection, and just being together with us. Thank you. All over the world, many of us are grieving different things, big and small. Então eu mando, so I send love and light and connection to all of you guys. Muito amor, muita conexão para todos vocês. This is always a great moment to connect, to listen to creative people. Próxima terça-feira, next Tuesday, I am going to be speaking with this gentleman here. Look at them. Look at these bad boys. Yes, this next Tuesday, yes. And you can see here below Felix Pacheco, Zumbi Richards, Cilantro Boombox. They have new music out. Eles têm nova música. They got a song called Wahoo. I'm sure they're working on a record, but in the meantime, there are releasing singles that are inspired by what's happening right now. So there's so many artists that are keeping the flame alive. Então, às terças-feiras aqui estamos. So Tuesday you can tune in. We can share a moment with you. I, of course, am always sharing with you some of my music, sempre compartilhando pouco da minha música com vocês. And also, such an honor to share the music of other creators. É uma grande honra de compartilhar a música de outras pessoas, como Felix e Zumbi, que são meus amigos, they're my friends from Cilantro Boombox. So thank you so much. We just heard this song called Time and Place. Nós acabamos de escutar Time and Place de Matt Duarte. I just interviewed him. Grande abraço a Matt. Thank you so much for being here. Eu vou lembrar, I want to talk to you guys that we have a cultural center being born in Austin, Texas. Tem centro cultural que está nascendo aqui em Austin, Cultura Brasil Austin. If you are interested in your kids learning Portuguese, if you're interested in finding out more about Brazilian culture, you can check them out. And sometime when things get back to normal in Austin, they're going to be doing a Brazilian Culture Festival of music and food, and I'm looking forward to be performing at the festival. So if you like Brazilian culture, e se você mora em Austin, você gosta da cultura brasileira, Cultura Brasil Austin, you can check them out and get involved, and I think even virtually they may be trying to do something for kids and so forth. Então, abraço a todos. I had big news too today, muito legal. Let me put this on the screen again. On September 15th, a great organization, HAM. HAM they give health opportunities for musicians, for local musicians in Austin to basically have access to health insurance. So it's a very, 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 very important organization. I know so many musicians that rely on HAM for their health care. As you can see on the screen right now, thank you, obrigado, beijo para vocês. As you can see on September 15th, oh, I can see you now, September 15th, there is going to be a show, the raising funds for HAM so that we can keep giving healthcare for Austin musicians. And I will be performing. Yes, look at that, the quality of musicians, and I'm very humbled to be involved in a happy hour acoustic performance that I did So muito obrigado. Thank you guys for always supporting Austin music, musicians, independent scene, and Ham in general on September 15th. Então esse show está vindo. As you can see, I'm going to be performing at the happy hour, virtual happy hour for Ham around 4 to 6 p.m. there with some amazing people like Gina Chavez, who's tonight. Gina Chavez is playing at Stephen Colbert in the Tonight Show. That's amazing. So my friend AJ Vallejo and Kelly Green. So we're gonna have the chance to be sharing the stage, the virtual stage, with some amazing people for Ham. Once again, that's September 15th. Obrigado. Thank you so much for tuning in that day and supporting a great organization. Also, thank you for helping me and supporting me. It helps a lot when you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just created a YouTube channel. Nós temos um canal no YouTube. Acabamos, so eu quero chegar a 50. Can we get to 50 people? Can we get to 50 folks on YouTube? Are you watching right now? Can you help? Maybe we can get to, I just created a YouTube channel so I can archive these interviews and this good time with different people. So it helps a lot when you subscribe over there on YouTube. You can see here below. Once again, muito obrigado. Next week, we have Cilantro Boombox next week. That is right. With Felix and Zumbi from Cilantro. We're going to be talking about their new song called Wahoo. It's going to be amazing. Every Tuesday I'm having conversation with my friends. So muito obrigado de coração. And yes, it totally helps when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, as you can see right there. Just started so I can archive these interviews with creative people. Like I just had an interview right now, right, with Matt Duarte, and next week, as you can see on the screen, with Felix and Zumbi, my friend Zumbi from Cilantro. So muito obrigado. I am going to leave you with one more song. Eu vou deixar vocês com uma canção, preview, talvez, da minha performance. So a preview of my performance, an acoustic performance. I had an acoustic happy hour here for September 15th. I'm going to play a song called Tree of Love. I also definitely need to invite you. This event is happening. Hopefully, you can see on the screen. Yes, this event is happening this Sunday for Lebanon. So I hope that se você mora aqui em Austin, você pode entrar nesse evento for Lebanon, the live stream fundraiser with some amazing music. You know that Lebanon needs help. O Líbano precisa da nossa ajuda. So a group of my friends, my musician friends, have come together to put a concert for Lebanon, a live stream fundraiser. It's going to be taking place on Sunday, and you're going to be able to see the amazing music of Julie Slim and Atlas Maior, I believe, Sunday, 6 de setembro, 12:30, so at noon, right after noon, 12:30 to 3:30, com Indimaj, Atlas Maior, Julie Slim. This is a way, essa é uma maneira que você pode ajudar as pessoas do Líbano. You can help people from Lebanon if you tune in this Sunday and you watch these musicians, and you can contribute anything that you can. We really appreciate that. Muito obrigado. Thank you so much. Here is, I'm going to close the show. Eu vou terminar o show hoje. Matt Duarte. Thank you. Obrigado pela sua presença. Thank you for Matt's presence today on the show. And once again, you can connect with him on his website right there. And once again, thank you for Ham for having me in your event on September 15th. I am so humbled to be involved with some amazing musicians, as you can see on the screen. I'm going to be playing as part of their virtual acoustic happy hour. So I'm going to give you a preview. Here is a preview of what I may be playing for their acoustic happy hour. This song is called Tree of Love. Let's just check it out. Obrigado, gente. Thank you very much.
Impossibilities don't concern me. I know my purpose and its manifestation. I've had a dream, now it's real. There is pain because there is desire for growth. Faith, hope, and love. Manifestation. Feel you shining through the timing of the tides. Feel you shining, baby. Feel you shining through the timing of the tides. Feel you shining, baby. I feel you shining through the timing of the tide. I feel you shining, baby. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. Feel you shining, baby. Starlight bangs as it passes near the sun in my aura. See the aura of an angel. Life is unending, no time for pretending, no. Manifestação sensacional, ou sem igual. Manifestation. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. I feel you shining, baby. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. I feel you shining, baby. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. I feel you shining, baby. Feel you shining through the timing of the tides. Feel you shining, baby. When all you have left is music, come shake this tree of love. When all you have left is music, come shake this tree of love. All you have left is music. All you have left is music, come shake this tree of love. Extraordinary, not to the contrary. Amigo, impossibilities don't concern me. I know my purpose is manifestation. I've had a dream, now it's real. There is pain because there is desire for growth, faith and hope. Manifestation. Feel you shining through the timing of the tides. Feel you shining, baby. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. I feel you shining, baby. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. I feel you shining, babe. I feel you shining through the timing of the tides. I feel you shining, babe. All you have left is music. Come shake this tree of love. When all you have left is music, come shake this tree of love. When all you have left is music, come shake this tree of love. Tudo que está na música, no centro da canção. Tudo que está na música, no centro da canção. Tudo que está na música, no coração. Tudo que está na música, no centro da canção. Tudo que está na música, no coração.
Obrigado, obrigado. See you next time. A gente se vê na terça-feira. Thank you so much for tuning in. Beijo na alma. Kiss in your soul. Abraço na alma. Tamo junto.